Jimmy Holland, and welcome to another edition of A Preacher and His Work. We have so many great gospel preachers and ministers across our country and around the world, and this is our way of helping you get to know them just a little bit better. We are coming to you from Polishing the Pulpit in Sevierville, Tennessee, and we are so thankful to be here, and I am thankful to have Brother Chance Hicks with us. Chance, I appreciate you being with us.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
What congregation are you currently working with?
I currently work with the Jacksonville Church of Christ in Jacksonville, Alabama.
And how long have you been with Jacksonville?
I've been working with the church in Jacksonville for just over 5 years. Started in June of 2013.
All right. Well, so you've been there for 5 years. How long have you been in ministry total?
I graduated from the Memphis School of Preaching in 2007 and then started full-time work in 2009.
All right. Well, with going to preaching school and getting into ministry, what motivated you to take that route in life?
Couple of people really had a big influence in my life. There was a preacher who came to my hometown, to Andalusia, to the congregation where we attended, and when I was in like 7th grade, and he would carry us with him to go door knocking and to go visit, and so that interaction with him really encouraged me to do that. And then my older brother went to preaching school first from his influence, and so I decided I was going down that path too. And so that's where we are.
Well, I'm glad you did, and you are doing a great work at Jacksonville.
Thanks, sir.
I appreciate everything that you do. The last question that I have for me, it's one of the most important questions that I can ask, and it's basically this. When you look at your experience in ministry, when you look at the community you work in, when you look at the world, if there was just one message that you could share, what would that one message be?
That no matter how dark and difficult it is, there's always hope in the gospel. And if you would turn to Christ and the church and to His Word, no matter what your situation is, there is an answer and there is hope and there's a way to overcome it. Even in college ministry, you run into people from all kind of backgrounds with all kind of baggage, and they need to know that there's hope and an answer, and that it's not despair and give up.
You know, I'm reminded of what Paul wrote in Romans 8 and verse 18 about how our present sufferings are not worthy to be compared with what awaits us.
Right,
and,
absolutely.
You know, you look at everything that goes on in the world and all the temporal things that people try to find hope in and they're left wanting. That is a message that the world needs to hear. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking time to be with us today.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I appreciate you being with us, and I look forward to being with you next time on A Preacher and His Work.
To God be the glory, great things. The preceding program was a production of the Fort Payne Church of Christ TV studio located in Fort Payne, Alabama.